Hey y'all, what's good? What's poppin'? What's happening? How y'all doing? If you're new, my name is Joy. If you're returning, you already know what it is, okay? So, as you guys can see by the title of today's video, it's gonna be 25 things that I've learned in my 25 years of living. Because your girl has learned a lot, okay? I tried to write down like the most important things. I have a little bit over 25, but yeah, I really like seeing these videos on TikTok, and I like learning. I like seeing what other people what has been a learning experience for other people, what's been important to them, you know, different things of the sort. So I was like, why not just make my own video? And I said I was gonna do this for like 21, I think, and I never did it, so we're gonna do one today. And some of these I may or may not be elaborating on, okay? So, number one, ask for what you want, if not more. Now, growing up, my family taught me this, to ask for what you want. And I feel like, a lot of people don't know what they want. So, I think that that's why a lot of people settle, or they have a harder time at things because they just, in general, don't know what they want. And then to ask for more. So like, say you need, you know, $50-$60, or you want $50-$60. Ask for 100. Ask for more, because you know, all that's gonna happen is you're gonna either have to negotiate for less and you're gonna end up getting what you really need, or you're gonna have to just ask somebody else. So ask for what you want, if not more. And this can apply to anything in life, you know, a job. Say you're going in and you're negotiating your pay. If you want 100K, 150K, whatever it is, ask for more, so that if you do have to negotiate and you end up getting less, you ultimately end up getting what you want, you know, because you asked for more to begin with. The answer, number two, the answer is always no unless you ask. And I don't know, growing up in a Black household, I just immediately knew my mom was gonna say no. I didn't even ask her yet, and I knew, no, she's gonna say no. And so as I got older, I kind of had to, she was just like, you just need to ask, like. And so, you know, sometimes her answers would be yes, sometimes it would be no. But if she said no, she would always say it's for a good reason. And growing up now, when I hear no, I think in the back of my head, I'm like, it's for a good reason. Like, some things you're just not meant to have, or it's just not meant for you. And I was watching a Steve Harvey video, and he said that, or just a motivational video, and this lady was saying how, like, she was selling something as a child, and you know, she was knocking on all these people's doors and they're saying no, 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 no. And she said after somebody knows, it was kind of just like, no means next. So it's like, I'm just not the person for you, or you're just not the person for me, or you know, you're not my target customer or audience or whoever it is. So no means next. Number 3. Be yourself. Confidence is key. Now, if you follow me on Instagram or you know me in person, I have a tattoo on my shoulders that says I'm beautiful just as I am. And my mom used to have me say this affirmation as a child growing up, and I didn't realize what it was going to do for me up until I got older, or like recently. And because she spoke so much life or affirmations, or you know, positivity into me, I am very confident within myself. I'm very confident in my looks and who I am, the type of person I am, how I carry myself, because I know that there's nobody else out there like me. Number 4, focus on what you can control. Things don't work out for a reason. So oftentimes we go through things and you know, we're upset or confused as to why things don't work out, or why somebody did what they did, why this happened. And oftentimes you have to just take a step back and focus on everything that you personally can control. You only can control yourself, your thoughts, your actions, and your decision making. And that's it. And when you realize that, like, you don't have any control over anything else, what anybody else is doing, how other people choose to live their life, any of that sort, then it kind of becomes more clear that you have to be very serious and very mindful of what you're doing and how you're choosing to live your life. And if something's not working out, what did I say earlier? Is for a good reason. And everything isn't always meant to work out, and that's okay. And number 5, don't take things so personally. I have a very hard time with this because I believe that, you know, 11 times out of 10 people know what the fuck they be doing. Okay, excuse my language, but people know what they be doing. And so because people know what they be doing, I feel like, why would you do that to me? But then I have to take a step back and be like, and it's not even that I expect a me out of people. There's just things that I wouldn't do. There's things that I wouldn't say. There's a lot of things that I'm just like, that don't sit right with me. And so it's taken me a while to like not take things so personally. I honestly think I just mastered it like last year, like turning 24. I was like, I can't take nothing personal. But it's hard, but once you kind of, it takes some time to get there. But once you get there, it's just like, you know, everything that somebody else does is a reflection of them. How people act, the choices that they make, you know, their thought process, the decisions, anything that somebody else does is a reflection of them and not of you. Because you don't have nothing to do with it. This is all about them. And once you realize that people don't care, or that they're only thinking about themselves, you're like, that's you. That's all you. You're doing that, not me. And the decisions and the choices and their actions merely will mostly affect them more than it will affect you. Number 6, don't wait for anyone, for anything, for any reason, under any circumstances, okay? Oftentimes people are waiting for other people to do things with them, go places with them, do things for them. You're going to be waiting for forever. You're going to be waiting for forever if you're waiting for somebody to go to this concert with you, move out of state with you, go to the mall with you, to the movies. Regardless of how uncomfortable you feel doing things by yourself, you have to do them alone. I don't know, I think we're on like 7. Stop asking for advice from people who have never done what you're doing and or what you're trying to do. Don't ask for advice from somebody that has never done this before. I could not ask people for advice about moving out of state because nobody that I knew had ever moved out of state. I can't ask you what it would be like, what I think you would do, what your opinion is, what your thought process is, because you've never done this before. Now, it could be having a business, you know, buying this type of car, investing, you know, real estate, whatever it is. Why are you asking somebody that you wouldn't switch places with, that has no knowledge about this, that's never done this before? Number 8. Nobody cares if you're wrong. They care if you can move forward. And then part of this is, it's not about who started it first, it's about who kept going. And when I first heard this, I was like, And then after a while, I kind of understood, you know, people don't genuinely care if you're wrong, or if you messed up, if you made a mistake. Now, in today's day and age, 2022, 2023, we're not gonna get too much into it, but if you can move forward, if you can own up to your mistakes, if you can own up to your wrongdoings, if you can take accountability and move forward, people are more likely to, you know, extend grace or be helpful or assist you because you can, you know, be accountable, versus you being so set in stone on being right, you know? And it's not about who started it first. And when it comes to starting a business, oh, well, they're already doing that. Oh, well, they're already doing that. But it's about who keeps going. Because if you keep starting and you're not finishing, then it's like, okay, well, you're going to keep quitting. Why would I depend on her? Why would I reach out to her? Why would I do any of these things and I know that she's going to stop? You know, why would I support her and I know that she's not going to keep going? Number 9. Passion versus a gift. And a lot of people say to find your passion, do what you're passionate about. A lot of people want you to monetize off of your passions. And Steve Harvey has a great motivational speech about finding your gift. And I think once people find their gift and not their passion, life will change dramatically for you. Because once I figured mine out, I was like, oh my God. I was like, you can't be serious right now. And so don't just do something you're passionate about, because the passion is going to go away. But Steve Harvey says to find your gift, and your gift is something you're good at with the least amount of effort. And that's going to be different for every person, but your gift is just something that you can continuously do whether you're passionate about it or not. And so like something that I think is, you know, my gift is cooking. I love to cook. It's relaxing. I love cooking for other people. It's a love language for me. And I also am passionate about it, but regardless of if I'm in the mood for cooking, I still cook. Even when I don't know what to make, I still cook. Even when I'm trying something new out and it may not come out right, I still cook. So I hope that somebody finds that helpful, because I love telling people that, okay? To find your gift. And I believe we're on number 11. No amount of money will ever be enough. And we live in a very money hungry, or, you know, finances are really important right now, which, don't get me wrong, you know, we gotta live. But in terms of, you know, experiences and doing different things, there's no amount of money that's ever going to be enough to change or to, I guess, compensate for, you know, a family member or an experience or, you know, something of that sort. So if there's something you really want to do, just do it. If you have the funds to do it, do it. Do it while you can, and enjoy it. I believe we're on number 12. Tiny steps will take you further than infrequent home runs. 13. If it's not a hell yes, then it's a fuck no. Stop agreeing to doing shit you don't really want to fucking do. If it's not a hell yeah, it's a fuck no. Don't let nobody convince you, peer pressure you, or make you feel like you have to do something. Don't even do that to yourself. If somebody asks you to do something, or whatever the case may be, and you don't want to do it, no. And you don't need to have a rebuttal. You don't need to have a no, but no. The answer is no. Because if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. So if it's not a hell yes, then it's a fuck no. And you can fuck off while you're at it. I'm just kidding. And that goes into, no is a complete sentence. When somebody asks for something or wants to do something or whatever the case may be, and your answer is no, just leave it at no. You don't need to add any thing after no. No is a complete sentence. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go there. No, I don't want to eat that. No, no. It doesn't even matter what comes after it because the answer is still no. No ifs, ands, or buts. The answer is no. Okay? Number 15. You need more than just love. Relationships are all cute and dandy and oh my gosh, but you need more than just love. Love is not gonna pay the bills. Love don't rub your feet at night. Love don't rub your back. Love ain't gonna keep you warm. Love ain't making dinner in the kitchen. Love ain't rubbing your back while you in the shower. Love ain't taking care of you when you sick. You need more than just love. So let's be for real. Next. Fuck what other people think and feel about you. And if you read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, you need to give less fucks. Okay? Stop caring what other people think, how they feel, your family, your friends. If there's something you want to do, do it. Live your life. Now, as long as you're not harming yourself or anybody, by all means, live your life, boo. But fuck what them people think. And there's people that aren't going to agree with you. They're not going to agree with your decision-making skills. They're not going to agree with what you like or whatever the case may be. But that's fine. You're not me and I'm not you. So you don't have to like it. Don't yuck my yum. Next, facts over feelings. Your feelings are valid, but your behavior isn't. You are entitled to how you feel. You get to feel however it is you want to feel. But your behavior behind your feelings are not valid. It's not an excuse for you to do lame ass, weird ass shit. It's not, you don't get to act a certain way just based off of how you feel. That's not a good enough reason. Now you get to feel however it is you want to feel. You get to feel that way. But how you respond, how you react, your actions and your choices and your decision making based off of how you feel, it's not cool. You can't do that with everybody. Show up. How you look is how you feel, okay? So when you're out, you're doing stuff, you're going somewhere, even if you're not going nowhere, take a shower, brush your teeth, you know, put on some nice pajamas, just put on some pajamas, just put on a different change of clothes, okay? Put on some new pair of drawers. You know, and my uncle, rest in peace, Lomax, sometimes you got a funky ass attitude because you got a funky booty. You need to just hop in the shower real quick. You just need to, you know, freshen up. So I'm not saying you gotta get your makeup done, you know, but if that's something you want to do, then do it. But show up. When you go out places, look presentable. Stop looking like you don't care about yourself. And we all have our days, you know. Some days you just roll out of bed and you don't even care. But, you know, at least 6 days out of the week, look like you got some sense. Look like your mama and your daddy raised you right. Your grandma, okay? Sometimes you have to do things even when you don't feel like it. And this is about discipline, consistency. There's gonna be plenty of times where you don't feel like it. There's times where I don't feel like getting up to go to the gym. There's times where I don't feel like making dinner. There's times where I'm like, I don't want to go to work. Okay, and so there's going to be plenty of times where you don't feel like doing something, but you gotta do it. It has to get done. Next is, your job doesn't care about you. Find another job because you can always quit. Now, I'm very, y'all got me fucked up. I'll quit on a lunch break. I'll quit on a 10-minute break. I'll walk out this motherfucker right now. If we being so for real. If you don't like the job, leave. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, but it's hard. Take the time to find it. I'd be looking for a new job while I'm at work, okay? If this job is not, it's not fitting you, it does not serve you, if you are in a poor work environment, if it's not it, the people, the vibe, the energy, whatever it is, it's not working for you to commute, you could kick rocks. Okay? Don't get a credit card. And I know people are gonna, y'all not gonna like this one. My mom has been financially advising me all of my life, and I have to say I did not listen to her when she told me don't get a credit card, because I was trying to be an adult. I wanted to be responsible. I wanted to build my credit up. But here is the reality. But here's the thing, and I want you to look me in my eye and riddle me this. Would you rather have $10,000 in cash or an 800 credit score? And this is, I'm giving this to you. You have something that I want, and I have to either give you $10,000 in cash or an 800 credit score. If you pick the cash, you're smart, because it's tangible, it's physical. An 800 credit score is not tangible. It is not a physical thing. On the flip side, if you owe somebody money, you probably don't have any because you owe somebody else. You catch my drift? As somebody that semi went to college, I wish more people looked into like trades at community colleges, because there's so many different trade programs that can lead you down a very good path, or a different path, or something that you might be really interested in, that do not require a 4-year degree, 8-year degree, multiple degrees. A lot of community colleges offer trade programs. I went to a community college to get my dental assisting certificate, and at the school that I went to, they offered culinary, they offered architect, they offered engineering, and it's you go to a 2-year, you take your prereqs, whatever prereqs that they offer, and then you can go and do into a trade certificate program. Give yourself grace. Oh, don't be giving other motherfuckers no grace. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace for all the things that you've been through, what you know how to do, what you taught yourself how to do, what you just give yourself some grace. Give yourself a hug, give yourself a round of applause, give yourself a pat on the back, because it's not easy out here. It's not easy, okay? So every day, just woosah and give yourself some grace. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Allow yourself to be a beginner. Oh my gosh, this was so difficult for me, because I'm like, when I want to learn something, I want to know something, I want to jump to immediately being like intermediate to like an expert, and that's not how it works. Allow yourself to be a beginner. Allow yourself to be a student and be learning, and give yourself room for error and to mess up and to not get things perfect on the first try or on the 5th try or at all, honestly. Just completely allow yourself to be, a full student in whatever it is that you're either in school for or you're teaching yourself, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Whatever it is that you're doing is not easy. And even if it is easy, this is your first time doing it. why should you have the experience as somebody that's done it for 3 years or 5 years or 15 years or 30 years and you just started? Relax. Take a deep breath. And start over. It's okay. Don't allow the messenger or the delivery cause you to miss the message. Ooh. Ooh. I know some of this gonna go over y'all heads, okay? But don't allow the message for you to miss the message based off of, you know, whoever the messenger is and then their delivery, how they're saying it to you. Because oftentimes I think people are so focused on like body language and tone of voice and different things of that sort, and when you're passionate or you're in an intense conversation, you're like, don't talk to me like that, like, you know what you're doing. But you're gonna, the message is gonna go over your head because you're so focused on, you know, who's saying it to you and how they're saying it to you. So just, you know, you really take some time to reflect, take a deep breath, and really understand what is being told to you and what you're supposed to be learning and getting out of this conversation and or experience. When there is resistance, that is the universe telling you that it's not meant to be. And what's meant for you will flow easily. And now, I had to figure this out from, I guess, like a failed relationship, I guess you would say. Or different things occurring where I was supposed to be moving out of state with somebody, with a friend, and like it just wasn't working. And then I was supposed to be moving to Texas, and every time I was supposed to be moving to Texas, child, something happened in Texas, and my mom was like, you was not going there, girl. You're not going to Texas. I had planned to move to Texas like 3, maybe 4 times. Every time I was supposed to be going, I would say within like my planning stages or even the most recent time, I'd have found the relocator, found the apartment, applied to the apartment. Something wrong. I'm like, child. Anyway, when there is resistance, it's just not meant. Because what is for you, what is meant for you is going to flow very easily. It's going to be natural. It's going to, there aren't going to be very many hiccups and bumps in the roads, and you know, every time you turn around something happen, and you just need to take those as signs. It's like, okay, this isn't meant to work out. Because you shouldn't have to fight and or battle for something that you want or that's meant for you. And lastly, I think I tied this into another one. Nobody cares. Quite literally, nobody gives a fuck. Everyone is too worried about themselves to be worried about you. When you're in the grocery store, when you're in the mall, when you're getting gas, whatever it is that you're doing, nobody's thinking about you. And this is how you know that people are like, I guess, either very self-aware or too self-conscious or in their head or have anxiety, whatever the case may be. But nobody's thinking about you. Nobody's thinking about you because everybody's thinking about themselves. And everybody's thinking about themselves, thinking that other people are thinking about them, and nobody's thinking about you. Looking, you know, it's nobody's worried about you, babes. That's cute that you think that. Yeah, focus on you, worry about yourself, and live your life. And that is the end of this video. With that being said, okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope that you found something in this video that you can take with you, that resonated with you, that helped you, that anything of that sort. And thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate you.